Hello. Hey, what's up, Sasha? I appreciate you, man. Hopefully, last night was more enjoyable than painful. The fact that you found the solution and then it didn't work was like, yeah, occupational hazard, I guess, but it was in weird territory. But I would have still preferred that, like, okay, you found the solution and it worked. But yeah, hopefully it was cool. Seemed like a lot of people turned out to watch a bloodier GAC. All right. Well, we have basically the opposite of last night. Our opponent, not only is our opponent holding 30 teams for 15 size board, he might be holding 40 teams. We do have some defensive holds, so that will help us a bit. But yeah, in terms of what we're looking at, we see Grievous on the board, we see Trench on the board, Qui-Gon, Iden. It's 3 years ago's C teams. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Right now, teams like Reyes are absolutely my number one. I don't know what to call it, risk threat. I cannot really afford to screw up on these. Or at least she has to go down at all costs, otherwise we just all lose. Um, I don't hate these stats. I don't think we need. Like, how fast are we talking? I want to say use plus 70 or plus 80. I want to say plus 80. Well, I'm 3 it's 60, right? I think we can take damage. Not that I care about it being like an Empire Cron exactly, but it's just. I don't imagine it having much home anywhere else. That or we go Dark Side boss, I guess. Do we have any with bulk? Huh? Actually, yes, a little bit. Okay. We must stun Ezra, as always goes. Did not land that. We get one more chance. Should we just grab Raylock right now? I want to go for the stun. We can grab the Raylock later. I also really want to de-inspired off. That's actually like the ideal outcome. I don't hate that. We really need to work on Benlock. But also we need to work on Ben's quest progress. Junk back off. We don't need to worry about laughing now. Nope, not much to do except wait. Cash out failed on literally everyone. Okay. Cash out failed again. We need to cycle towards live. Okay, we get a stun via this. I think we just slam it down. We really need to work on Ben, though. That was work. But now he goes into lock. Okay. Turbo Starkiller, again, just continues to feel pretty prudent. Like, look how active he is right now. This feels so much better. Even if it's like, even if Reyes or fades, I might just keep running this shit. He has the ult when I want him to have the ult. He has follow up when I want him to have follow up. It just feels better. The timing, the turn timings, just hit. It just kind of works. I don't know. Huh. All right. We got to keep in mind though that like with dark side buffs going on right now, it's the question will be, okay, what happens when you don't have access to as much damage? With how much they're holding, I really doubt Dior holds the line. What was I using against Saw? Is gas fine here? Gas in 3v3. It's not a Sawcron. Feel that's the jam one. Second best. I wish this was bulk. Gas prevents is on revise, right? I would have to imagine. Yes. But it's still just like a decent stat package, right? It's hard to be mad at that. Even if I need to do a bunch of level 3 work. Do we care about losing the Tech run? Tech and Bad Batch 1 do have roles to play in 3v3. Alright, how much are we sitting on? Okay, we do not have a second Tech run. Maybe we just go here? Looks like pretty much all of my bulk 3s are on defense. Let's see. So just Lights ITM? What's that? The stats are don't ask. Some pressure. To be sure. But perhaps not enough pressure. Fives is that, right? He just hasn't realized it yet? Yes. That's okay. Captain Rex might have the tools to duel us out, but he also has tenacity up, so we can't land days with extra damage. The cooldown increase. I don't know why I said he had the tools. The cooldown increase stopped him from, like, yeah, he had the days and the tenacity down and the stun, but we denied it from happening. All right. Okay, if we know today's a cheese day, and we know that we have some banner budget, I'm not trying to throw here exactly, but we could just raw dog BKM. Although there's no data run, right? So it's not even like a functional test. For being on speed set, it's not a shabby amount of LV bulk. In fact, this might be a hot utils user. It perfectly adds up to 250k total. Hmm. Yeah, that'll do it. Right, it's not like max the fuck out, but these are some pretty good mods. For him to grow, but it's in the ballpark. What would we possibly consider here? The problem I'm split between do we play knowing that it's gear living clothes and try to break that aspect? Because CX2 is untargetable. He is not unkillable. And like possibly even Fennec AoE could snipe him. Again, I'm not trying to throw exactly. But these opportunities kind of present themselves. Sure, XP is a little bit fun to try. So there's no Maul Blast to reset against. We're possibly just going straight into birds on command? Or how are we doing this? Because we care more about the whistling birds than we care about the DI. Is this might be copium. We could just slam JML here and move on, but I'm trying to try to do something a little bit more interesting than that. It's really hard to like. We're so trained for LV for the last X years that yeah, it's really hard to imagine the start of this fight now. Like I know, so LV's gonna make 6 dots, and then they're gonna have dramatic entrance. That's gonna be a bunch of percent health damage. I don't know why bother with BAM. Well, I was thinking for the dot pressure that we would put birds on the summon first, and then indirectly pick up CX2 that way, maybe? Because I don't know that we have a realistic way to kill CX2. We would also have to check Oppo versus CX, and I'm not trying to spend too much time on that. I don't know. Just slam this instead, perhaps? I keep on looking for lightsaber bulk, it is never there. Not the craziest crown to worry about losing. Yeah, I don't know, man. Why not? JMLing this shit would feel lame. Like, normally I view this matchup as you have to slam through LV. But maybe in this case, you don't? Okay, we definitely should not aim at him, actually, because it'll just corrupt the birds. Yeah, without pause here, we don't get quite as much bird generation. Alright, due diligence, I should have made sure that the birds would have gone on pause first instead of, but please go away. You went away. Magic trick completed. Yeah, that AoE still puts out a lot of pressure. Okay. Why is Bo-Katan not dazed? That man is dead. We killed him right before IG-12 died to death, so he got to revive. Welcome back, sir. Oh, Amita days. Hey, what the fuck is she? Health base, tune down to health base effects. Bold of you to assume my IG-12 isn't slam for full protection. Since like day one. I saw people in the event server like, this dude doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Doesn't he know? He has all these health effects? I guess. I am a moron. Alright, this is set 20, not 21, which is actually probably scarier on defense. Alright, I would imagine. Like, Grievous Assist is good, but the DI is kind of more defensively relevant. Does this work? It's been hit or miss on 5v5, but I mean, there's 3 less units, right? Surely that makes it easier. Actually, it's always the opposite with Wampa. It's literally always the opposite. Less people means less people to counterattack, which means more Grievous hits per time that Wampa gets to go, which means you get more pressure put on you. I seem to remember Doubtcron actually being kind of cute for Wampa, but that was Wampa against Iden. Which we could actually technically play today still. But we have Afro. We shouldn't... Okay. Let's not be done. We want health. I'm just slamming this shit. This was supposed to be LV Scron originally. It's also only R7 Grievous. You have achieved your DI. Actually, I just realized, strategically, there is a world where a JML is cheaper for some future fights than Bo-Katan is, which is a very funny sentence to say. Although, I don't know, man, with 100% protection Kron, maybe that matchup table starts looking pretty decent. Take that. Okay. Does Hondo matter for DTMG at all? And does DTMG even work in 3v3? Wolfman with the 35 months. Much appreciated. Evil versus Lord all R9 Omicron clones, and you killed Oppo really quickly, and then could not get to CX2, nor could you dent LV. For better or worse, my instinct would just be to try to drill through LV, but I know that I saw people saying that the bonus health is lost on Oppo death. Maybe you just try to, like, race out Oppo and then swing to LV. Because they don't think you're running JKR in 3v3, which means that you have to deal with stealth. I would have to reread a few things to, like, form an opinion for... Do we care about saving Enoch? Maybe? Oh, we need Gideon, though. The last dark side buff? Really want to hinder Hondo, but... Oh, it's not Omicron Hondo. Oh. Well, shit, that's all you had to say? Alright. And yeah, nothing too intense. Pretty much just clear to win. It is a trade. It's not nothing. Alright, let's get to work. Why are you here? Ampeg is kind of cute here. I wouldn't mind this either necessarily. Also, we established that Enoch can't have his team removed, right? I think. Ampeg's not terrible here, but I don't know if it's actually impactful enough that I must just want the extra protection and health. Let's just try it. Historically, this has been fun. That potency crowd might actually be annoying though, in fairness. The Rupio actually getting kills. It's been so long. Not since the days of Batman. Alright. It's all. Next domino. I guess Tuskens is also a threat. It's like Tuskens and Trey are the two real-ish teams at this point. No, the red has credits though. Is there anything here? We aren't inflicting all that many debuffs with those two. I guess this level 6 actually makes Cassian like something of a respectable damage dealer. That grenade, especially if it's down to like single target remaining, actually starts to hit a little bit different. But this is such a hard counter matchup, there's absolutely no reason to risk it here. We don't want to show our Radis to the mass. What if I do this here just to cooldown increase? Is that anything? I almost don't want to stun them either. I'm playing this really fucking weird, but I don't know. It feels right. Yeah, I don't know. It felt correct gameplay-wise. And we didn't get banner text on Radis either. Alright, how many teams can we say for next match? Kind of where I'm at right now. I don't have any associations for Enoch on offense. Is Qui-Gon anything? It's not nothing, right? That seems like a natural place to go. Like, I don't know if Enoch will necessarily be safe on the slam, but the rest should survive and then win, I would think. We could go back to trying Zori against this. That was kind of a nightmare matchup back before, but it was working. Okay. Yeah. Let's try it out. Alright, AoE's down. Is there any way we can recover banners with this squad? I don't think there is. Alright. Domino down. Do we want Ampeg? Ampeg only really matters for Rose being present, so I don't think it actually matters to us that much. I know the implications of this, though. Dodging would cause Jar Jar to mass more often, but he has phalanx anyway. I think that's just a thing that's gonna happen. Dagger Revive could matter technically, but without Tarpals being here is less likely. Actually, I don't mind that tenacity. Anything to try to hold off Deathmark, even if it's an inconsequential amount of tenacity. Just feels safer. Yep. Kind of like that. I might have gone too hard here. Because we don't have mass now. We need the cooldown cycle. We don't go for gen. We need more cooldown. Now we are free. Now we actually have to manage to kill them. I remember being uncertain on who to focus first. I was going boss Nass for some reason, and the people kept insisting that Jar Jar was fine. I remember Jar Jar being not fine, but it seems like he's pretty fine right now. Took a bit of navigating, but we got there. The death mark was scary, but we did have the first DI. Although, yeah, I think I was very close to throwing with the, blowing both cleanse mass assists before we got debuffed. Was spotted. Should I try Super Afra versus Tran? Surely, right? Oh god, I forgot Dabo even exists. Well, if we're trying to save teams for our next match, that will help. Oh fuck. I'm just gonna hit basic. I'm not touching shit about shit. Yeah, you fuck off. I choose to not die. Get tortured upon. Am I looking for an Necron? That was after FTC. The after FTC giving us taunt ignore so that I could just aim Treya kind of diffused that whole fucking thing. Oh, for the Zori match? That was like 100% tenacity, 30% health. I don't know if that tenacity made any difference at all, because Boss Nass has a ton of extra potency. Like, if you want tenacity Kron plus tenacity mods, maybe? Honestly, this, like, aside from tenacity, I don't know if the stats matter too terribly much. Like, you want to make sure you don't generally die, but that only matters if Tarples is there. If it's Phalanx, you're not usually going to be under damage threat unless it's Deathmark. And if you're worried about Deathmark, then I guess you try to slam protection, but RH Finn's protection pool is god-awful. Which isn't a reason not to do protection, but it means you get diminishing returns. Right. It'll buy you like 1, maybe 2 extra hits from Deathmark. And yeah, you just want to make sure that you're not timing out, so like, once the generator goes down, you just want to make sure that you do enough the damage to get through them. If you're lower relic, that could be a concern. Alright, 24 minutes. We need to save more teams than this. Don't I have a second Grievous Grunt? It must be posted. We had the Stab Crown, but I want to just use Grievous. It's not like Rapace or anything, but should do. Okay, so can we double Grievous assists? Well, Mendigar's gonna be stunned anyway, right? Which does mean they will have access to stat, but I don't care. This seems funny. See, look, we're on set 20 anyway. There's the... Don't worry about the Dispel. It's assuredly real. Okay. We did not need the second round of damage. He's just... Yeah. It's a bit much. Should I just play the mirror match? What I just played? Gungans against Ori now? Would it be cheating to bring Tarpals though? Is there anywhere I'd rather use Gungans? Is it? I assume it is like it might be Trench Dooku. No, it's not. No, they do it for Post. I'm not bringing Gungans as a separatist. Screw that. We play the mirror. We need to learn the ins and outs of this matchup by experiencing the other side. Truly. And also cheap by bringing Tarpals. Also critical. Masterful theory crafting prowess. They are getting faster gen kills for not having phalanx, whatever that's worth. But I am also just poking them with the stick really hard. Jenny might be dead, but she died for a good cause. I don't remember exactly what this is. Just remember it feeling broadly fun. It probably had JKL for the bulk shred, didn't it? Like, I know you just killed him with an AoE eventually, but I don't remember the exact details. But we've arrived. Fucking out. Enough of that. And then this... I don't think we've done enough. Nope. There we go. Alright. Should we do Padme against Separatists? The theme battle? They've really done Tuscans on offense before. Did I take Chieftain Omicron? I can imagine Padme losing that shit. Alright. Who's the other team? It's Trench and who? Kira. What would be entertaining? Not terribly much. They are regenerating a lot. And we're getting a lot of damage over time, so I'm forgetting a clause. Oh, so the basic is counting as being evaded because only the true damage is hitting them and not the actual core damage. I guess it makes sense, but that is going to put a damper on things. Stealth on Nest is also a dick move, but I thought he would be dead by now. Well, fair enough. I thought I found a loophole. I'm afraid I must insist. Oh, wait a minute. We can hook in Malt Lead with Lightside TM with this shit. That's kind of adorable. Huh. Turbo Bo-Katan or Pause the Drake. He only gets Frenzy if it's a Lightside lead, I think. Is it? Or is it Mando lead? Yeah, it's only Bo-Katan. Or, well. No, Bo-Katan lead still is a true statement. I just didn't say which one. It appears she's resisting the debuff. How could this have happened? Man, have some help. Alright, we're just timing out all this shit, huh? You leave that man alone. We could have gone for like a 5th blast on this just to try to like push her out that way, but I don't think this mall is particularly built for mall activities. Especially if we're on the LSTM angle, we could actually go a fairly slow mall just for huge initial hits. Alright, she is now Mandalore. Damn. He actually almost got the fade away. Almost. Alright, we have 12 minutes. I should stop playing with food at some point. What the fuck is Malik? Oh, I'm blind. Asked and answered. Take that. Insane gameplay. Alright. I was saving most of my roster for next time, so we should have a pretty good advantage in match 2. I'm feeling prepared. Now to just not lose here. Cough, cough. Cough. Sweats visibly. Do I have bomber yet? I do. Holy shit, we have the technology. Just kidding. We're nuts. One of these days, I'm gonna open mass first, and it's gonna feel good. Really let them know what's up. Faster. Might as well. Is the banner bug for reinforcements still in the game? I actually do not. I never use this shit anyway. I just bring it in case something goes horrifically wrong. Sure, you all can come too. Okay, we got the assists. This is the point in time where I tell myself, oh, maybe we can actually save Y-Wing, and then somehow it always inevitably breaks that you do not. Bro, fuck the bomber. I'm going in. I don't know that I've ever actually seen the Y-Wing just like fully live. Even in cases where I killed the Y-Wing first and got heal off, it always came down to it inevitably dying. This is the alternate timeline. I'm cheating. I'm fleet epic game. Full Geo start? I gotta regret not having Houndstooth. Anytime that I sweat it, I always forget that punishing one just completely disables Spy from existing. It's so fucking sad, man. Punishing one is like such a good ship on top of all the extra clauses it gets. Alright. Give me the Panacea. Did I... Yeah, I dropped with Gar and Paz. So 2065 if I didn't goof. I don't know. I had hope, man. I thought true damage was the key to all of this. Alright, I was planning to chill today, but I'm getting some text. I have to run. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. If you didn't see it, go check out Task's stream for last night. I got to set the board for both sides. Yeah, it was good. It reminded me of how GSC used to be when neither side could clear, and you just had to throw caution to the wind and kill some shit. Cool match. Anyway, yeah, I got some real repair work to do this season. I've been lazy in my offensive theory crafting, and it like cost me roughly 50 ranks. Little did I know that all along I just needed a 341 speed star killer to just, save my life. Who knew? It was there all in front of me. Anyway, peace.